In the headlines, community leaders, bandits reach peace deal in Katsina. Political shutdown looms as Pro-Wike lawmaker reject Fubara's invitation for peace talks. NCDC confirms Lassa fever death of UK returnee, toll hits 98. And on the foreign scene, Israel cuts Gaza power supply ahead of truce talks. Hello and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. I am Dorcas Yakubzala. Community leaders in Jibia, Batsari and Safana local government areas of Katsina State have reached a peace deal with bandit kingpins terrorizing their villages. Locals said the latest peace negotiation between Jibia local government leaders and bandits took place on Friday, February 28, following similar deals in Batsari and Safana local government areas which have suffered relentless attacks due to their proximity to the Rugu forest. They said the negotiation was witnessed by representatives of the military, DSS, police, Community Watch Corps, vigilantes, traditional rulers and local government officials. It was learned that the peace deal was initiated by Audu Lankai, a known bandit leader in the area, who expressed frustration over the prolonged conflict. He said the conditions set by the Jibia communities include stopping attacks on travelers along Jibia, Katsina, Jibia Batsari and Jibia Gurbi roads, ending attacks on villages and kidnappings, allowing farmers and residents to move freely and releasing captives and surrendering weapons. He added that so far 11 kidnapped individuals have been freed and the bandits have handed over 2 rifles. The source also said the bandits demanded free movement into communities without threats to their lives and gradual disarmament, citing the need for self-defense against rival gangs and protection of communities from non-participating bandits. The Nigerian army has confirmed the rescue of Akari Elogonan Loveday, the special advisor on domestic affairs to the managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Samuel Oguku. In a statement on Sunday, the acting deputy director of 6th Division, Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah Danjuma, said Loveday was abducted on March 7th along the Ayakoro community waterways in Obia local government area of Bayelsa State. Following the incident, troops of the 6th Division, in collaboration with the Nigerian Navy ship Soro, a Department of State Services, DSS, and the Nigeria Police Force, launched a coordinated search and rescue operation. The intense pressure forced the kidnappers to abandon their victims and flee into the creeks. The statement highlighted the role of local community members who blocked possible escape routes, aiding the success of the mission. Loveday has since reunited with the NDDCMD and Ayakoro community leaders, while security forces continue combing the area to apprehend the fleeing suspects. Now, 14-year-old girl Elizabeth Peter from Karokpa community in Paikoro local government area of Niger State has drowned in the Chanchaga River while attempting to fetch water. According to eyewitnesses, Elizabeth had gone to the river with her siblings when she was swept away while attempting to collect water. Trust TV's Abubakar Akote has details of this devastating incident.
Elizabeth, an SS1 student at St. Andrew Academy, Tungamina, is one of many victims lost to the river. Residents said fatalities occur yearly due to deep pits within the water body. For Elizabeth, this was her first time going to the river on Saturday after failing to find water vendors to buy from. Eyewitnesses told Trust TV that it took approximately 2 hours to recover her body from one of the deep pits. Her mother remains in shock, while her father, Mr. Peter, an army personnel, is in Zamfara State on official duty.
So men were there, they entered the water, they were looking for 3 hours. 3 good hours they were searching for her. Not knowing that there is a pit. Because like the very man that brought her out, we went to his house to greet him. He said, come, if they put 2 pole wires inside that hole, it will go there. That even when he was going, he was resting. And on getting there, he saw her and brought her. They were coming, they were resting, and he was pressing her tummy She was vomiting the water. But the problem is that water has already filled her ear, her everywhere has swelled up. So he tried to bring her out. And when he touched her pulse, he discovered that she's no more alive, but she don't want to disclose it to people. So when they came out, people rescued them and brought a vehicle and took her to IBB. On getting to IBB, they confirmed her death, and the corpse has been deposited at the mortuary.
We don't have light. That is what caused this problem. No light and get water to wash. That's why they pack their clothes and go to river to go and wash. So, but you just say that is our time. Scarcity in this community, we are suffering because we don't even have enough pump, enough these people that are selling water. We don't have enough of them. And if there's no light, no water for us, it's only one people that have a well that maybe if you beg them, they can give you 1 bucket, 2 buckets for you to use. If not, we have terrible scarcity of water in Korokma.
Every day we used to buy water 2,000 naira truck. Due to we live near the Fadama side. The people that they are living inside here, sometimes you hear 1.5, where some people cannot afford to pay that money. That is why you see some, they are going to the river to go and fetch water. It's the water that some people are using there to drink, very dirty.
Despite repeated losses of life, residents lament the lack of reliable access to clean water in the area. The tragic incident has reignited concerns about the worsening water crisis in Minna, the capital of Niger State.
We passed 1 year now. We are suffering because of water. We are drinking it. As you see this water like this, now so we dey drink am. We dey use our bath, we use our chop, anything for life. Now so we dey do am like that. We dey manage our life. After 2 years pass, we don't have light. We don't have anything. Now so we dey this area last.
This water scarcity has persisted for the past year. This is the only water we have. We drink from it, cook with it, and even animals graze and drink from it. At times, while fetching water, we see human feces. We have no choice but to wait for it to pass and continue collecting water. We desperately need government intervention. Every year, lives are lost in this water. The situation is becoming unbearable. Just yesterday, 2 more lives were lost, not to mention the disease outbreaks we are constantly battling.
A wheelbarrow of 10 jerrycans of water now costs between 800 naira and 2,000 in many parts of the city. The situation is worsened by epileptic power supply, making it difficult to access water from commercial sources. Residents continue to call on authorities to take urgent action in restoring access to clean and safe water to prevent further tragedies. Abubakar Akote, Trust TV News, Minna.
The Martin Amehule-led Rivers State House of Assembly on Sunday asked Governor Siminalayi Fubara to channel his invitation to the members properly and not through social media. The reaction followed the invitation to the Assembly to a meeting with the governor at the Government House this Monday. Fubara, through the Secretary to the State Government, Tami Danagogo, said the meeting scheduled for 10 a.m. was expected to address key issues, including the provision of seating space for the Assembly, payment of outstanding allowances, and the presentation of the 2025 budget. 27 lawmakers of the Rivers State House of Assembly, loyal to the former governor Nyesom Wike, may however reject the invitation except their condition is met by the governor. One of the lawmakers, Isaiah Opoende, who represents Akuku Toru Constituency 2, blasted the governor for inviting the assembly members via social media. Opoende urged the governor to communicate with them appropriately, adding that it was surprising that Fubara would call them after he had told them at several fora to, quote, "day their day." The Osun State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has dismissed allegations of a $20 million fraud leveled against former Governor Adeboyega Oyetola by his successor, Governor Ademola Adeleke. Adeleke, in a petition submitted to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission last week, accused Oyetola of money laundering and violations of the Public Procurement Act. But addressing journalists in Abuja on Sunday, Osun APC Media Director Kola Olabisi described Adeleke's petition as a politically motivated attempt to tarnish Oyetola's reputation. Olabisi accused Adeleke of using the fraud claim as a tool to settle political scores after failing to control the state's local government councils. He challenged the Adeleke administration to publish the names of contractors and contract award dates to substantiate its claims. But in response, the Osun state government maintained that it would not be intimidated or blackmailed into silence, urging those implicated in the petition to prepare to defend themselves. Now, as economic hardship in the country continues to unfold, the pressure to provide for families is becoming overwhelming for many family heads. The financial strain affects their thoughts, behavior, and physical health, leading many into depression. Speaking to a cross-section of breadwinners in Lagos, many express their frustration over the daily struggle to meet their family needs. The report.
The prevailing economic situation in our nation today is having a significant toll on the physical and mental well-being of some family heads. Many family heads are experiencing financial stress due to the economic hardship. They are struggling to make ends meet, pay their bills, and provide the important necessities for their families. The fight to repress the pressure, especially in a society that prioritizes issues affecting women and children, has driven many family heads into depression. Speaking to some family heads in Lagos on the economic hardship and their struggle to meet their daily demands, many expressed their thoughts and frustration.
So it has been a very big challenge. And every day things are going up in the market. When you buy food today, tomorrow you get another price again. So it has been a very tough challenge to us as a family. I personally, I know what I'm passing through.
Initially, people do come, but now, as this country be now, is terrible. But with God, I know that everything will work out. And I'm living in Ogun State. The part of Ogun State is Turkey. Every day I spend like 3,000 for me to get to my shop. Or if I don't want to spend up to that 3,000, I used to trek like this. I trek like 1 hour to make my money that I will spend in the day to reduce. National security before now I'm working by myself. I'm making trader, buy and sell. Finally, everybody know how Nigeria be now. Everything is hard. Work hard, get the money hard, buy food hard, transfer, go to a Keja before it's 20 naira, now it's 300 naira, sometimes for evening 500 naira.
To manage economic hardship and depression, experts say breadwinners need to remain patient, disciplined, resilient, and persevering. However, government intervention, especially in reducing the cost of fuel, remains crucial in addressing the country's economic challenges.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention has confirmed the death of a 31-year-old physician who succumbed to Lassa fever after returning from the United Kingdom. The agency also reported that the cumulative number of Lassa fever cases has risen to 535 out of 2,728 suspected cases, with 98 deaths recorded across 14 states in Nigeria as of March 2, 2025. The NCDC, which disclosed this in a public advisory on Sunday, stated that the patient was managed at a private health facility in Ondo State after returning from a UK trip, adding that laboratory investigation confirmed the result as Lassa fever positive through PCR testing. The patient was reported to have visited his fiancée in Edo State as well as family and friends before traveling. Meanwhile, to strengthen both national and international coordination efforts, the Ondo State Ministry of Health has intensified control measures, including contact tracing and listing all individuals who had contact with the confirmed case. The NCDC added that all necessary in-country structures had been mobilized to ensure proper monitoring of contacts. This is the news update on Trust TV. Coming up ahead. Galdimari pupils forced to study on the sheds in mosques and on bare floors after eviction. This and many more when we return. Do stay with us. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is the news update on Trust TV. Let's take a look at our top stories again. Community leaders, bandits reach peace deal in Katsina. Political shutdown looms as Pro-Wike lawmaker rejects Fubara's invitation for peace talks. Now moving on to more stories, despite upgrading and constructing many schools in Gombe State, residents of a community in Gombe Metropolitan known as Galdimari are facing a major setback in their quest for quality education. Despite the approval of Galdimari Primary School by the state government in 2018, the school still lacks proper classrooms. Recently, pupils were ejected from a rented building, forcing them to study on the sheds, inside the mosques, and even at the village head's palace, severely affecting both teaching and learning. Trust TV's Hassan Kohli visited the community and files in this report.
Here in Galdimari, education is under serious threat as young pupils struggle to learn without proper classrooms. The community has been waiting since 2018 for the construction of a permanent school building, but to this day, no classrooms have been built. For years, students attended classes in a rented house, but the landlord recently evicted them, leaving them with no choice but to study under makeshift shades inside the community mosques and even at the village head's palace.
Categorize the pupils into different classes from primary 5, primary 5, 4, primary 3, then down to primary 1. We categorize them. Some of them we put them inside the mosques. Some of them we put them inside the Degati Palace. Some of these were stayed near me under the trees. They received knowledge. That is what is happening in our primary school, in our Galdimari primary school.
Actually, it is very disheartening that at the 21st century, Gombe peoples are studying, or let me say, are learning under the shade of trees in the mosques and at the palace of the village head of Galdimari. It is so disheartening. You can imagine the future generation learning under the deplorable condition of such nature. Actually, the future of our children, particularly Gombe State children, or let me say Galdimari community to be specific, are in danger. For that, we are calling on the state government as a matter of urgency. Though we have tried a lot of effort so that to see that we contributed towards enhancing the education in the community.
Despite these challenges, the community remains determined to keep the school running, with local leaders and parents calling on the government to take urgent action. We spent more than 4 years in a rented building, which was funded by the community. But recently, the landlord issued us an eviction notice. We appreciate the approval of our school, but we need the government to complete the work. Our children's future is at risk. In fact, we see no positive future, as some parents often transfer their work to private schools. That's why we believe that building classes will help improve education here. With the Gombe State Universal Basic Education Board repeatedly claiming to have included the project in its work plan, the people of Galdimari are hopeful that authorities will intervene soon and provide the much-needed classrooms. Hassan Kohli, Trust TV News, Gombe.
And away from Nigeria, Israel ordered an immediate halt to Gaza's electricity supply on Sunday in an effort to pressure Hamas to releasing hostages, even as it prepared for fresh talks on the future of its truce with the Palestinian militants. Israel's decision comes a week after it blocked all aid supplies to war-battered territory, a move reminiscent of the initial days of the war when Israel announced a siege on Gaza. Hamas described the electricity cut as a blackmail, a term it had also used after Israel blocked the aid. The truce's initial phase ended on March 1st, with both sides refraining from returning to an all-out war despite sporadic violence, including an airstrike on Sunday that Israel said targeted militants. Hamas has repeatedly called for an immediate start to negotiations on the ceasefire's second phase, aiming to end the war permanently. And in sports, a 10-man Sunshine Stars have held Nasarawa United to a 1-1 draw at Lafayette City Stadium, with Sunshine Stars right back Yusuf Olowoshile sent off for a second bookable offence. In the March day 28th of Nigeria Premier Football League, Nasarawa United scored as early as the 4th minute through Idris Ajila. The resilient Sunshine Stars shrugged off the early goal, turning over a new leaf with a more purposeful display. Amadou, who is the second player to score a hat-trick in the ongoing 2024-2025 MPFL, however, cancelled out Nasarawa United's goal in the 32nd minute from Wahid Adebayo's pass. Sunshine Stars head coach Babola Akinfolarin hailed his side's spirited effort, coming from a goal down to grab an away point. Sunshine Stars will next play host to Plateau United at Remo Stars Stadium, Ikenne. Arewa community leaders from across southern Nigeria gathered at the family home of the late Serikin Sasa in Ibadan to pay their last respects to the revered traditional ruler. Traditional leaders from various states in the south attended the 7-day fidel prayer in honor of the late monarch. Trust TV's Abbas Alibi was there and now reports.
Malam Haruna Meyasin Katsina, popularly known as Malam Nasasa, the Serikin Hausawa of Sasa in Sardauna Yamma, passed away at the age of 125 on Saturday, March 1st, 2025. Until his death, he served as the chairman of the Council of Arewa Traditional Rulers in the 17,000 state of Nigeria. Regarded as the most influential Arewa leader in the southwest, his passing has been described as a great loss to the northern community in the region. The Serikin Fulani of Lagos and chairman of the Council of Fulani Chiefs in the south, Muhammad Abubakar Bambadu, expressed deep sorrow, a significant loss to the Arewa community and the nation at large.
Serikin Sasa has been around for a long time, and he has been trying to mediate between our host community and the Arewa community, and he has been very helpful, and definitely we're going to miss him. The president even sent his own condolence message, and which shows that the kind of person he is, and we appreciate him.
Similarly, the senior special assistant to the Ogun State Governor on Inter-Ethnic Affairs, Prince Hadi Sani, described the late royal father who positively impacted the lives of northerners living in the south.
Late Alhaji Haruna Meyasin Sasa is an hero of the area community of the 17 southern states in southern Nigeria. He has invested a lot in establishing peace and tranquility within the area community, and they are so much on. He has tried a lot and will forever appreciate and celebrate him.
As a father, figure, and a unifying leader.
He's our father, and he's the father of all. But the most reason why we are here, the association called the Non-Indigenous Traditional Council, he treated us like his son.
Directly, that I have not felt the impact of Serikin Sasa, Sardauna Yamma.
President Bola Tinubu, through a statement signed by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, expressed deep sorrow over the passing of Serikin Sasa. He described the late community leader's death as a great loss to Nigeria, will be remembered for his leadership in conflict resolution and his commitment to serving humanity for over 80 years. From Ibadan, in Oyo State, Abbas Ibrahim Alibi, Trust TV.
And with that, we wrap up news updates on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news, and documentaries. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala. Bye for now.